This is KTVU Channel 2 News at 6.
Irish companies hope to find more green in the Silicon Valley. The new list of the most influential Irish execs here and the challenges that Irish companies face. This entrepreneur is hoping the Silicon Valley will be wonderful for her website to help self-employed service providers.
You have to be here if you want to create that kind of global brand. No other website has succeeded in being a global brand that didn't start here.
Her company is one of 22 that moved into the Irish Innovation Center in downtown San Jose in the last year. The center expects that number to double by the end of this year.
For a tech company that's based out of Ireland, it is in Ireland, it is in Europe, and we basically talk to those companies about really needing to be in Silicon Valley because of the ecosystem that exists in Silicon Valley.
President Obama on the ground in the Bay Area now for about 45 minutes is about to sit down to a private dinner at the Woodside home of venture capitalist John Doerr. On tonight's guest list are Apple founder Steve Jobs, Google chief executive Eric Schmidt, and Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg. There as well tonight, Larry Ellison, Carol Bartz, and John Chambers, the heads of Oracle, Yahoo, and Cisco. ABC 7's David Louie reports now on what they hope to accomplish at tonight's dinner.
The Valley is filled with young entrepreneurs hoping to create a startup. The so-called old guard, such as venture capitalist John Doerr, and even the young Turks, such as Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg, want to foster more innovation and more success stories. Since its beginning, the Valley has been a magnet for immigrants with big dreams and ideas. The Irish Technology Center in San Jose is home to 22 startups. They'd like to see movement on a plan to give immigrants preferential visas if they bring in capital and start up a company that creates jobs for Americans.
Our competition is every other city in the world, and leading in education and leading in driving and supporting that young innovator that is coming here to Silicon Valley to set up their company and be successful and become the next Google or the next Facebook is what we want to make happen.
I came to dance, 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 dance. I hit the floor cause that's my plans, 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 plans. I'm wearing all my favorite brands, 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 brands.
It's well recognized that Silicon Valley is the home of some of the greatest technology companies that have emerged. For most small Irish companies, trying to get a foothold in the US market is extremely daunting. The ITLG in particular for us has been very important in giving us access into the Silicon Valley community. It's been important in terms of accessing expertise, and indeed John Hartnett, who has set up the ITLG, serves as one of the directors on our board.
This is a state where so many people come from around the world and bring so much talent, and you are an example of that. The Irish have contributed so much with the companies and the innovation, and especially in Silicon Valley.
Like it's dynamite, cause I told you once, now I told you twice. We gon' light it up like it's dynamite.
Redmire is a technology company which uses semiconductors to take copper out of cables. The ITLG produces tangible results for companies like Redmire by focusing on the issues that are really important to us. There's a lot of talk about the tough macroeconomic environment at the moment. Forget it. Redmire and the ITLG share a common outlook, and that is to do what's necessary to deliver growth.
The Irish Technology Leadership Group has played a major role in making the connection between the US, particularly Silicon Valley, and people here in Ireland, helping us to embrace the new technologies. And we, in particular in the North, are very grateful for the fact that many of our companies have very strong links now with Silicon Valley and have learned an awful lot through that relationship.
Thanks to ITLG, SciSafe is moving in fast speed. From a startup company going to medium-sized company, the licensing deal which we were expecting take 10 years, reduce in 2 years. Perhaps this is the best reason why we think we need alliance such as ITLG.
Part of the bigger question here for Ireland to get back on its feet, our next guest says it has to invest more in startups. Intel's former CEO and chairman is in Ireland this week trying to connect Irish startups with American venture capitalists, bringing Silicon Valley to the Emerald Isle. Craig Barrett is currently chair of the Irish Technology Leadership Group. He's live this morning from Limerick, Ireland. So you've been in Ireland, switching gears back to there for 3 days for this summit. You've brought along executives from Palm, from Nokia, from a number of different companies. Have you seen any real pledges or promises of support?
Well, the Irish Technology Leadership Group is over here with 25 representatives of venture capital firms and businesses. They're examining a number of Irish startup companies. Tonight they'll announce one of their top picks or winners for a prize. They're going to bring another 7 of those back to Silicon Valley for detailed discussions with venture capitalists there. So I think there's a lot of progress being made. There's a lot of good work going on in the universities here. They're all creating innovation centers. They're trying to teach entrepreneurship and innovation to their graduate students. So Ireland's really moving ahead on this topic.
All right. Well, good luck in that role. Thank you, Craig, for making time. Craig Barrett there joining us from Limerick, Ireland.